So what's the grip like?
Always seam in.
Seam in. Okay.
Pinky really doesn't do much.
Everybody says that the pinky don't do much.
It's just there.
So that's the way you see it from the angle?
And the releases.
Okay. All right. So even if it's an airmail, it's the same thing?
Same grip. Airmails, I'm usually reaching out further to follow through more. But most of my shot, I just try to stay the same.
So what if it's like a hard push, like there's a freaking pile up and most of it is your bags? Are you doing any extra step or is it the same everything?
No, same everything. I'm going to go slick side down though, and then maybe put a little bit more up into it.
Yeah.
To where it's gets a little bit more speed.
So you don't step back at all?
No.
Okay.
Every once in a while I'll step out the doors. Nothing dramatic. If I step, I'm going to throw it off the back of the board.
Yeah.
Something you don't do.
Yes, sir.
Man is here.
Oh,
Man. You really are the man, dude.
I appreciate it.
So basically you saw TCL grow up from, because there's 12 seasons, right?
Yes.
So what season did you jump in?
I believe it was the second season. So I've been going at it for about 11 years now.
Jesus.
We're at little small bars. First tournament I went to, we got kicked out of the bar. We had to drive, I think we were in Forney Outlaws. We went to the Forney, what was that one? The River Club. And they had the championship outside on the patio.
Really?
Yeah.
But why'd y'all get kicked out? Y'all just too loud?
They were getting ready for something else. The event ran longer than always, so
Gotcha.
changed it up.
Kind of like Dario's getting kicked out over there from,
Where he was at?
Yeah.
I heard about that. That's
yeah. Well, I mean, they didn't kick him out, but they just raised him.
changed owners. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, everybody's raising stuff these days.
Yeah, they're saying, hey, these cornhole players like to play cornhole. Let's see how much they like to play cornhole.
And they go find somewhere else.
I want to go to Mule Barn, dude. I want to
Mule
check
Barn's
that out.
a good spot.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
pretty
I
big.
played- Yeah, I think there's 11 lanes in there. Always had 10. I played league out there on Thursdays right now. Me and Bud Dawson.
Have you played over there in North Texas this season?
No, it went a little bit too far north for me.
Yeah, me too.
So
I didn't play this season.
I'd rather drive I was planning on going to Mule Barn anyway.
Yeah. Is that where you're at? The Mule Barn?
Yeah, I'm at the Mule Barn and I play Wednesdays in Arlington.
Gotcha. I went to sub the other day at the North Texas place, and that's a freaking barn.
From all the snaps I've seen and pictures.
That's a freaking barn, dude. Like, you're basically playing in between like horse stalls and like around a horse ring. And then when you're playing in between the horse stalls, it looks like you're playing in a prison hall. You know, it's
because all you see is bars.
all you see is bars, man. You're like, whoa, this is crazy.
Yeah, well, something new.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd go out there if I had time, but I chose to go to the Mule Barn.
Yeah.
Change it up a little bit.
When y'all first got into it, you, Rogie, and Keller, were y'all like equal as far as strength?
At the beginning, me and Dan were together. Me and Rogie were mainly partners every tournament. And then he started hunting and being at the lake. And
Yeah.
I just stayed with
And
it.
you kept on going.
I kept on moving up.
So basically, practice is what made you better.
Yeah, practicing these
Yeah.
damn kids.
Yeah.
Kids will make you start practicing, even though I haven't started practicing this year.
Yeah. You haven't been practicing this year?
No, I haven't started a new job to where it's hard to go and practice.
Really? Well, you can practice here anytime you want, man. If you're in the area, just come on by.
Sweet.
check out the page there. This is the news.
Oh,
Yeah. So we got the ACL Open number 10. That was in Rhode Island.
yep.
You know what, man? Before we go into who won, props to Bella's mom. In my opinion, that woman takes her kid wherever there's a tournament.
Yes, she does.
Rhode Island is basically New York, right?
Way up there, yeah.
Yeah.
It's past New York.
Dude,
And she's
Man.
driving. They're on the road
Yes.
now. They went Facebook Live. I was just leaving work about an hour ago, so
that's
I
man.
don't
That's,
even know where they were.
that's I don't know if she realizes how lucky she is with a mom like that.
Yeah.
That's
To be able to drive
Holy
all the
shit.
time.
I
And
mean,
then
I
they'll
love
go
to drive.
somewhere else this weekend.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
No time to
But, I mean,
rest.
yeah, I mean, I'd probably do the same thing if one of my kids got into something really,
That they enjoyed.
yeah, and that they're really
And
good
she's,
at.
I believe she's homeschooled to where
Yeah.
she's doing school on the road while,
Oh, yeah, she's
while
gotta
she's
be.
out. Yeah, you couldn't.
She's
No
got
other
it.
school would let you miss out on all that.
No. So doubles champs was Stormhog and Jacob Scherzinski. They beat Jimmy Humans and Tony Smith.
Great game.
Did you watch that? That was crazy.
I watched some of it.
That
Yes.
was a good game. And then singles champ was Ryan Smith finally breaking the seal.
Yep.
Broke
He's
the seal.
been he's
Oh,
been
my-
hot. He was hot last year.
Yeah.
Took a little time to get going this year, but it seems like he's on a roll now.
Yeah. Mike Ferreira was pretty hot coming in. And then Ryan got him. It was crazy.
Ryan, I believe he's throwing those BG bags. He
Oh,
did
the
against
Warlocks?
me in Austin.
I think Warlock's right.
I'm not sure what she threw yesterday.
Yeah, I think they were. Yeah. That's crazy that BG never picked up BG, man.
We talked,
Really?
but really haven't been into the ACO world
Right.
ever since I canceled out of being the pro after my first season.
Mm-hmm. Was it the same reason for you like it was for Grant? You just didn't like the vibe?
Yeah, it was the vibe, and it's kind of like I was gonna have to choose TCL or ACO.
Oh, yeah.
And there at that time, ACO wasn't really anywhere in Texas,
Mm-hmm.
North Texas area,
Yeah.
my area.
Mm-hmm.
They were all down south to where I'd have to
Sure.
drive 3 to 4 hours every weekend. And
Hey, Bella's mom's here and there. We're not saying what's the big deal with that.
yeah, she'll drive
It's
anywhere.
like 3 hours. What?
I just don't have the car to be driving like that every weekend.
Yeah. Hey, if you wind up getting a Tesla, you know, then you can.
Yeah, just
That'd
have
be
to have
nice.
charging ports.
Yeah. You know what? I heard that it took, like when the first automobile came out, it took maybe about 5 to 8 years for the gas stations to catch up. So I think that's probably what it's going to take for people to start driving electric cars is for charging stations to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And they're in the process of building more, I've heard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tesla's spending money like that,
Hell yeah.
just buying Twitter.
Buying Twitter. Did you hear about the Wild Wild West Most Wanted in Andrews, Texas?
I did hear about that. I wish I would have got to go.
Yeah. Freaking Khalid Franklin, dude. He got doubles with Mario.
Mm-hmm.
He beat Sammy Soto and Luke. And then
Great game. I saw some of that one. Caleb, that guy's been on the
Yeah.
heater all year.
He's consistent.
He's waiting to break out, and
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's coming for him.
Yeah. And,
Just a matter of time.
And look at that. He beat Bobby Fink in singles.
It's good to see Bobby in the championship.
Hell yeah, it
He's
is.
had a
Mm-hmm.
rough, I wouldn't say rough year, but struggling just
Is-
like everybody.
Is he our age? Because I'm 40.
I believe he's a tad bit older than us,
Oh, yeah?
because I'm 42.
Oh, okay.
I'm 40, not
Yeah, yeah.
42.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured.
But yeah, I think he's right there, right above us, not by much though.
Yeah. They call him the Ghost.
Yep, he's the one that created the Ghost.
And then the most important tournament of the weekend was the Shenanigans AB doubles
That was a
for
fun one.
TCL points. And who won that? Who won doubles on that? Who won?
I believe it was Ty and myself. We
Yeah.
got lucky.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, what do you mean you got lucky? Y'all kicked some ass, dude.
No, we were on point yet on
Yeah.
that day. We lost one game in rounders, and we
Yeah,
didn't
and you
look
went
back.
undefeated, right?
Yep.
Wow.
Ty was throwing 10s and 12s the whole time, and I was just feeding off of it.
Mm-hmm.
It
And he
was
talks,
nice.
doesn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
he
a talker.
talks, and then if you
Yeah.
give up some points, you don't like that.
No.
I mean, I give up points. I'm not I don't throw 12s all the time.
Yeah.
I'll throw a 5,
Yeah.
6 every now and
They
then.
say you got to learn how to lose before you can win, or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think Ty is just used to winning all the time, and then when he loses, he's like, oh no, it's.
Yeah, he gets down. And
Yeah.
There's
Once he gets that all together, man, he's gonna be deadly.
There's
So-
another guy out of, I can't remember, starts with a K, K Money.
Oh, K-Money, that little kid.
Little kid from, I think he's 9 or 10 years old.
Yeah.
He played in the beginners, then or competitive, then played in the open with John White, and
Yeah.
that kid impressed me.
Flat,
I watched him.
flat bag.
Flat bag. He'll throw the curve. He'll throw curve bag,
Mm-hmm.
flop. I mean, he really.
Oh, he got a flop too.
Yep.
Good God.
I mean, he has that release, so it was nice to see him
Damn.
throwing. I've only seen him in another tournament in North Texas. We played at the volleyball place. And
Mhm.
I watched him there, and
Yeah.
he's really improved since there.
Yeah, he's a badass. How old is he? He's
9 or 10.
9,
Hell, I thought Ty Thompson was 12 myself, and then
Mm-hmm.
he said he drove. I was like, wait a minute, how old are you?
Really? He freaking
Yeah,
drove.
he's 16.
Wow.
Yeah, he looks
Impressive.
12, but he's 16.
Oh yeah, he just got a truck.
Yep.
That's right. And then so y'all beat Juanito and Justin Bracey
Mm-hmm.
to do that?
Yep. And then Kevin Meza and Dylan Randall. I
Yeah.
figured that was the hot team coming in.
Yeah.
They've had a rough weekend.
But they swear it's because they had to drive 5 hours for nothing.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I was supposed to play with Dylan.
Yeah. Hey, but
At
those
that
two guys,
tournament.
man, Kevin and Dylan, they played pretty well at SIG.
Yes, both
Yeah.
of them. Kevin threw the rafts really well.
Yeah.
Dylan, I think he threw the prides. Both new
Hey,
bags.
did you play Kevin in singles at SIG?
No, I played him in doubles.
Oh, okay.
Me and Chase and Xander,
Oh yeah.
his partner. And
Gotcha.
we played for an hour. And that kid threw 10s and 12s.
One
all
game
day.
was an hour? Oh no, the two games
2
were
out of 3 was almost right at an hour.
Wow.
They beat us like 21-17.
See, once you get to that high level, like you guys, like it's just about patience.
Mm-hmm. Just patience, and then hopefully you don't make the mistake.
Yeah, and hopefully you capitalize when they do make a little mistake.
Yeah, you're waiting for that little opportunity
Just to get the two.
to get
or-
2, possibly
three.
1. 3's the most.
Yeah.
And then if you see 4 split the hole, you
Oh
see,
my
give me a
God.
lane.
Oh, dude.
It's on.
Mhm, yeah.
I'm trying to push those bags as far away myself
Uh-huh.
and go in. I'm trying to hit your bag as I'm going.
Kind of just bounce off.
So bounce off of it and push it away a little bit more so you can't drag it.
Mm. Yeah, I remember one time you told me, you said, because I was like, what do you throw? And you said board bullies. And I said, okay. So, because that's a 5.9 speed. And I said, so when the boards get sticky, what do you throw then? And you said board bullies. I was like,
And I don't switch
What?
it up.
yeah, you go, you're like, no, I just aim higher on the board. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess you could do that.
Aim a little higher.
Yeah. It's pretty,
And
it's just different level thinking, you know?
yeah, it's just a matter of finding your throw and accomplishing it.
Hey, so what do you think about that, man? All these guys that drove 5 hours, well, 2.5 there and 2.5 back, that's 5 hours.
Yeah, that's far
And they
enough.
canceled the tournament. Starts at 11 a.m. They canceled it at 10:30 because of wind, and they didn't even ask anybody if it's okay. Like, you want to play in the wind or not? They just said it's canceled. That's kind of shitty, huh?
Yeah, that would be shitty. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been to a tournament like that, knock on wood. I
Yeah.
don't want to be, especially driving 2.5 hours, because I was going to that one.
Yeah.
And then,
Round trip, that's like going to Midland, Odessa from here.
yeah, just being on the road. I was driving to Dylan's house to play. And then as far as I saw where he lived was about 2 hours away. I was like,
Mhm.
well, I'm going to have to hold off on that one.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because they guaranteed $1,000 to the first place team, and it was supposed to be $30 per player, and only 11 teams signed up. So
they were
they're-
losing money anyway.
Yeah,
So that's why they canceled it.
yeah. That's what I was like, they should have at least been like, okay, we didn't know all these TCL events would be going on this weekend. We can't afford to pay you $1,000. Let's do 500. Yeah, drove out here,
Yeah, let's play in the wind and,
then
see what happens.
we're gonna give you some badass seafood. I'd have been like, fuck yeah, I already drove out here.
Yeah, you're already out there. You might as well set
Yeah.
up the boards and see how it went. I like playing outdoors, so it would have been different.
Yeah. That's what that Fort Worth tournament's gonna be, right? Outdoors?
I believe so. It's gonna be outdoors. The pro-am probably be indoors, and then
All the pros go play?
yeah,
indoors?
I think it's the first pro-am,
What's an AM?
pro small tournament, I guess. I don't know what
Okay.
they're actually calling it.
Mm,
I call it pro-am
gotcha.
because most of the pros are going to be there for that
Okay.
one,
And then all the non-pros will probably be outside.
Yep.
I think outside's cool, man, because it levels out the playing field. Not level, but at least it helps to kind of level.
It's gonna be May. It's gonna be 100.
Because you might have a wind gust when you throw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kind of
and
like
then-
surf rodeo.
Yeah.
I threw at that one, won that one.
Yeah.
That was-
Did you notice any difference?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're throwing in the wind, not the wind, water, sand. There was all
Damn.
kinds of stuff.
Water ants. Oh yeah, dude.
It
That
was
like.
right on the beach.
So not only does the trajectory change, but the texture of the bag as well, because you got sand and water and.
Sand just on the board. I mean,
Yeah.
we had to pick up the back of the board every time, kick sand under it, set it back down.
So does that make you wanna,
I
like,
didn't
just-
know that trick before, but California showed me that one.
Does that make you want to just go for air mills then? Because what's the point of sliding?
I still slid and it kind of
Or you just like you said, you aim higher.
aimed a little bit higher, and then I was throwing with the wind the whole time, so I didn't have to really loft it. I was lofting it the most of the time, letting the wind do the work.
Gotcha. Yeah, I noticed that Upchurch throws closer to the hole a lot. He throws up.
Yeah, he'll throw
Kinda
something.
loft it.
He'll hit it right here and go in the hole.
Yeah.
Mm.
Would you say that's
I
one of the
still understand.
hardest shots to make? Is a consistent blocker,
Yeah, that's the hardest bag in cornhole.
right? Don't you think?
Yep. So
Yeah.
just to be able to place the bag right here,
Yeah.
and even if you want to throw these out there,
Yeah.
and if you the V block.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna come try to go either way, but yeah, that's the hardest bag in cornhole right there
Mm-hmm.
to get it consistent.
To get it consistent. Yeah.
There's
yeah.
3 or 4 players that can do it right now, and they're
Mhm.
not on my bucket list.
Yeah, and that's and like think about it, like an air mill is hard too, but yeah, let's say you miss the air mill, you might go off the back of the board, but if you miss the blocker, it's high risk too because you might just give that guy a bumper to go into the hole.
Yeah, you can kick it right
It's
here.
right there. That's and this is your side.
Yeah,
Oh,
if
God.
I'm throwing this way, I'm doing that.
That's just
The next 3 bags and trying to keep pushing that off the
that's
hole.
terrible, man. That is freaking terrible. Hey, what's the worst lead that? Well, what's the highest lead you've ever had that you gave up and lost?
It's probably Grand in state last year. I think I was up 18-6.
Really?
Yeah.
And what do you think? It just was bad luck, the way the bags were bouncing, or you kept doing that?
That fucker kept on hitting that right there. And I was
Wow.
shooting air mail or trying to go, and I was kicking it, and he was making the rest up. The rest was history.
Wow.
But
So is that the correct move? Like you know how they say in blackjack, you know the percentages say you need to hit here or whatever, blah blah blah. So whenever there's a blocker, are you supposed to step out and try to hit it from the side, or are you supposed to just lay up behind it?
I'm trying to step out a little bit to the outside and trying to hit it.
Try to push it away.
Push it away or park my bag close it to it to where say his bag's here, my bag's gonna be here.
Mm-hmm.
To where we're both trying to hit both of our bags on the hole.
Right.
That's what I'll try. That's basically what I'm trying to do right now.
Mm-hmm.
Or if my air mail's on it, I'm going up and over it.
Yeah.
But that's a hard bag right there too.
Or so basically, because I remember he was talking shit. He goes, "Matt guy, I love Matt guy, but I just hate that he goes for an air mail immediately instead of doing a blocker behind the blocker and then going for an air mail."
No, he'll shoot 4 air mails in a row and
Yeah.
hit them.
Yes, that's freaking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he's the king.
Hey, what bag is that over there, bro? What is it?
It's the player of the year bags.
Oh my god.
Never been thrown. I got lucky to
Let me
Taylor
show
Stone.
I gotta show the camera this thing, dude. This thing is gorgeous. So it's basically like a Yeti. Oh, it is a Yeti.
Yeah, it's a Yeti.
It's a never used Yeti. It's basically mint condition. If VG wanted to sell these right now for premium, they would be sold right now. Not saying he's gonna sell them,
No.
but man, look at that thing. That's gorgeous. Only one of one right there.
Yeah, me and Christina.
Yeah, she uses hers though, right?
Yeah, she's played with hers.
I saw she got some badass bags, some poncho bags.
Yeah. She got ponchos
She
and,
kicks ass, man.
now she's throwing some centers.
Yeah, this thing rolls a lot. What I do, I just put a foot in here.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, it keeps me. Yeah. So, who did you look up in TCL whenever, like, when you walked in? Who was the guys that you were like, man, those guys are badass?
It was Chad and Jason. Chad
Really?
and Jason, they were one of the top players whenever I walked in. Eddie Grindersleeve.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
was 16, but I believe, when I first started playing. And he was whooping everybody. He'd take a brand new set like these. He took a brand new set of locals
Mm-hmm.
out in Midlothian one time and won the tournament.
Wow.
Right out of the bag.
With just a normal, just slide push game?
Yeah, just
Really?
his normal.
Because nobody was flopping back then. Right?
No, not back then. That was.
Was airmail a big thing? That's
Yeah.
kind of like,
I
or
mean,
just
he
an
had the
emergency?
same airmail that he has now.
Really?
It was just low and like a dart just going in the hole.
Damn. Was he still wiping himself all the time like that all the time? That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he hasn't changed much.
Yeah.
He has a baby. That's about it. Married and has his kid.
Wow.
And then Tony Weeson, Jason McGregor. They don't play that much now. Chris Gardner, Daniel Vinson. He was always the one I looked up to.
Mm-hmm.
Then we played together forever. It was a good time.
So basically, when you walked into the building with those guys there, you were technically like nowadays like maybe like a D player,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yep. When I
You
started,
didn't even have a flat bag or nothing.
I had a flat bag. That was one.
So you had a
thing.
natural flat bag.
I had a natural flat bag. I really didn't do anything to it. I think it's more like a putting and disc golf to me because I played disc golf before.
Putting and disc golf.
Yeah, because you're just
The final shot that you're
the
trying to get
final-
into the little.
and you're gripping the putter just like that, and then you're doing
Mhm.
this. So now when I'm playing cornhole, it's almost similar
Mm-hmm.
to that. That's
Which basically is the final shot. You're trying to get into that.
into the basket.
Yeah.
So you could be 20 feet away, or you can be 40 feet away, or 10 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
You're just trying to hit the chains.
Is disc golf the same as far as like levels like DZBA players?
I never got into that,
Oh really?
but it is they have the professionals.
Where they just got
disc
these
golfs and all
long ass
that.
curves and shit. You know, it's
Mhm.
pretty crazy.
And I think they're playing on actual golf courses now. The professional disc golf is.
Wow.
That maybe disc golf, the golf course is opening. They
Mhm.
open Monday through Sunday, but Tuesdays and Thursdays are made for disc golf.
Hmm.
I know I've heard about them having that.
Here's a question that makes me think about like, so you know golf, the top of the top golf, it's always like, especially the top players, like when they're about to hit, it's just quiet, right? And I imagine disc golf's the same, right?
It is.
Like
it's
just
pretty
everybody
quiet.
just kind of like, right?
Yeah.
And then they get excited after the shot. So, what do you think about cornhole? I know it's not like that right now, but you think in the future when it's like even bigger and more professional, you think it'll be something where like, hey, you can't be talking.
Quiet down.
You can't talk in this guy's throat. You can be loud when they're walking back across, or when they're gathering their bags, but you know what I mean. You
If it got to that way, I think it'd get too serious. You know, it's a real serious game now.
Mhm.
I mean, you gotta be able to.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, if it gets to that
Talk and make some noise.
super pro level, where like
Say 5 years
where
from now.
nobody makes a mistake. Like, it just,
It's
you know what I mean?
the way people are throwing these ways. We're
Yeah.
getting closer to that, to where it could happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you couldn't put Stuart Foster anywhere.
Yeah.
He'll be loud anywhere.
See, I think it's kind of like if you notice, like all the rock stars and all the rap stars. So, like Eminem, he's got some of those brilliant work, and he was a young man. He was loud. He was saying all kinds of curse words and just vulgar stuff, but he made it beautiful the way he would put it all together.
Mm-hmm.
And then now he's an older dude, and I think he doesn't have the same even desire to make a new disc. He's like, no, this isn't something I need to rap about.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to translate into rap because it's a different culture. So I'm thinking maybe, I don't know if 10 years from now you might think that too. You might be like, you know what, I'd rather play in a quiet cornhole environment. You know, but the young kids are going to be like, hell yeah, keep it the way it is.
Yeah.
Just let's keep it loud, you know?
I say keep it loud. I mean, you can tell the difference if you're going to an ACL tournament to TCL tournament.
Oh, yeah.
ACL, you're lucky if they don't have music playing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why half their players play with headphones.
Mm-hmm.
And I do too when I play ACL tournaments. Florida, the one that we went to, they played music. And some of them do. But you can just tell the difference. It is more, they're more serious.
You think it's because since they have TV, they're actually on TV. They don't want to play music because they don't want to deal with that whole rights to music crap.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is.
That's
too.
probably, that's 100% what it is. They just don't want to deal with that, and I understand that aspect. But
Yeah.
it's not golf, it's cornhole.
Yeah, that's right.
But they're serious up there. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's a serious aspect, in which
Mm-hmm.
TCL is serious too, but boy, we love the party.
Mm-hmm.
It's what it's coming down to.
The other day I saw you post something that said, you said the good old days when you just show up to a tournament and the bags are already there, you ain't got to bring your own bags. Like, knowing what you see now, like all these sexy bags. Or are you just not into sexy bags like me? Like,
No,
are you just?
I mean, I love all the new bags coming out, and it's great. I wish I'd have done it 10 years ago when I first started, or the last 6 years.
Yeah.
Came up with something. But I think a tournament would be different,
Oh yeah.
just to have 8 sets of bags, two
Oh,
sets
yeah.
of bags on each board.
Oh yeah.
And then you'll see who can really push a bag, who
Exactly.
can air mount.
Everybody's on the same friggin' bag. And here, I was thinking about this. I don't know, the Joker's Wild Batch. Did you hear about that?
Mm-mm.
I was thinking like, let's say Jason and Chad, at some point in the SIG, they're like, okay, this is gonna be Chad's team. Chad picks 2 players out of the whole tournament that are gonna represent Chad's team. And Jason's like, same thing. He picks 2 players. And like you say, all 4 players are gonna play with those bags, same bags. You know what I mean? And let's just see what happens. It's a Joker, you know, because a Joker's card,
Yeah, it's wild.
it's wild.
Yeah.
So, you know, they put you with Infante from Andrew, you know, boom. And then they put, I don't know, put Upchurch with Bob Fink. You know, that's just
pro partners.
Just
that's hurting. No,
Well,
but
I mean,
no,
hey.
no, that'd be a good team too.
you know,
I mean,
but
they're
you
a
know
great
what?
team
They're
player.
not invincible.
True.
You know, you and Infante can beat those 2 guys. It's possible.
Yeah,
Of course. It is.
everything's possible.
Yeah. And it would be even more wild if y'all did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just a Joker's Wild match. It's not an official.
Game or
It don't even have to count towards TCO points.
yeah, it's just a 2 out of 3.
It's just for the fun of it. And you get your own
center
plaque.
stage,
Yeah. You know, it's just a hey, let's get wild.
doubles match right before the.
Yeah. And it's y'all can decide whether it's a single elimination, just 1 game, or a 2 out of 3.
That should be 2 out of 3.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, 2 out of 3 because
Mm-hmm.
well, with all 4 of those people there, the
Yeah.
games could last for a while.
Because
But-
Randy was saying the other day, let's do a game where Chad plays Jason, but then Chad was like, man, nobody wants to see that.
I saw it a long time ago.
It's like, nah, nobody wants to see that. But that'd be cool to just, you know, see somebody like that. You know, especially because every SIG there's somebody else that's hot at the moment. You know,
Mm-hmm.
boom. Like I would have liked to see Sammy Soto and Logan. No, Sammy Soto and Burton as partners. going up against Upchurch and Logan. I think that'd be a good match.
Yeah, it's basically.
I mean, anything
all
would be a
same
good match.
players, yeah.
I would just like to see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're on a hot streak.
Mm-hmm. Is it hard to be like? Because I know everybody wants. Hey, BG, can you be my partner? You know, can you be my partner? Hey, let's next SIG, man. Can you? You know,
Yeah,
you
SIGs
get that
are
all the
usually
time?
tied up. It's mostly the small tournaments, but
Oh, the small tournaments.
yeah, I mean,
So we're going into SIG 4 right now. Do you already have a partner for state?
yes,
Yeah. So that makes sense.
yeah.
So do you book that at the beginning of the year, or just like 2 events prior?
State happened, I guess, about a month ago.
Oh, okay.
I try to have all my SIG partners. I tried to go to SIGs with the same partner this year, which didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing 2 out of the 4,
Yeah,
so I mean,
that's cool.
but I usually stick with the same partner for SIGs. Might change next year because a few other people are asking me to play.
Who are you gonna play with the state?
State, I'm playing with Juanito.
Juanito. Dude, talk about, you know,
Up and coming.
huge and
Yeah,
improved.
yeah.
Like this year, he made a splash.
Yeah, he's made a name for himself, that's for sure.
But I think that's one of the biggest advantages that 360 Cornhole, them boys, I mean, y'all guys, that you guys really do got probably the best talent in TCL, you know, as far as an average goes. And for example, Juanito just plays with you all the time, and he gets to, is that the first Mosquito of the year, I think?
Let's hope not. What's not?
But he got used to trash talking with y'all. You know, like me, I walk in there right now, like I'm like, oh shit, it's BG, oh shit, it's Upchurch, and I get my ass kicked, whatever. But I'm sure he thought about that last year, but now he's just like,
Yeah, he's coming in with full authority, ready to do whatever.
yeah,
And,
yeah,
and it's confidence.
he's very confident now.
Yeah.
Like,
It takes confidence in this game. It's mental
Yeah.
and confidence.
yeah.
I mean, it's more mental than.
How long did it take you to build that confidence after? Because you were in season 2. How long was it? A full season or more?
I'd say about 2 seasons,
Mm-hmm.
just to get going, and get used to the game. Because the first tournament, I was like, my buddy Rodney, he's the one that got me into this. He was leaving our pool party, and I was like, "Where you going?" He's like, "Cornhole." And then back then, I'm like, "What the hell is that?" He had explained it to me, and then 2 weeks later, we were teaming up, and he in the Outlaws in Forney, where that championship got moved to the River Club.
So the Outlaws, was that a kind of like Reapers? Is that what that was?
No, it was a bar. It was a bar
Oh, it's
somewhere
a bar.
out in Forney,
Gotcha.
Boondocks in Forney, and then we drove all the way about 20 minutes down the road to River Club, right off of 80, to watch the championship. And then Jason and Gardner won, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then Andrews was wanting to play anybody, give you 10 points for $100.
Jason Andrews is spotting 10 points.
For $100. And I couldn't balls it up to do it.
Wow.
And that was my first tournament, even though 10 points into my head, I'm like, that's doable. I could do that. But I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. And then
But he wanted you, okay, so did you have to put money out of your pocket to play him? Or he was just like,
for $100.
oh, basically $100?
Yeah, $100. He was giving you 10 points.
Okay.
Oh, you had first one to 11.
Oh,
I just, I couldn't.
because was he better back then than
Oh
he is
yeah,
now?
he was calling his shots. Back then he was sliding. Well, he's still an air miller.
He was a slider back then?
Yeah, he's.
Oh, wow.
Everybody had to do something with those bags that we were playing with back then.
Good God. Because I know his airmail game is pretty much, that's mostly what he does. Yeah, that's
Now
kind
he's
of
getting some of those slick bags in his hands and hitting the board a little bit sooner and sliding them in.
So as far as comedies go, what's your favorite comedy movies?
Comedy movie.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Because the thing is, most of the time people see BG, and you're like that lion. You know how you look out into the field, and there's like a mama lion playing with her cubs, and the cubs like jumping all over the mom, and then the little cub goes to the big lion with freaking fur everywhere, and he just kind of like, whatever, dude. He just got this mane, just chilling, you know. So everybody sees BG as that big lion, just kind of just chilling like that. So
I'm mostly.
you never get to see the
chilling.
lion laugh. So, what movie makes you laugh? Like, is it Jim Carrey? Is it like what?
Back in the day, Jim Carrey, the Ace Ventura's, Coming to America.
Oh my God, Ace Ventura!
Yeah, that was all in my prime.
Fucking genius, dude.
Yeah, he was a good one.
He was a comedic genius, and then like now, he doesn't do that much movies like that anymore. But now, like, he's got a lot of cool shit to say that's like philosophical, like advice about life. And you could just see it coming. Like all the trophies he was getting at the end, he was just kind of like referencing like just life, you know.
Just ready to move on and do something.
Yeah.
else.
And he actually became an artist too. He started painting and everything.
Really?
And he's a bad motherfucker at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course he's rich. He's got this huge 3-story house with tall ceilings all the way up. And he doesn't live in it, or maybe he's got a room in it, but it's all just dedicated to painting. You know, so he can splash paint where he wants.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, it's just, that's crazy.
Have a room to do whatever you want, kind of like what we're in now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like if I could do something else different, I'd probably tile the whole floor to where like if I shank a bag, it's not gonna get dusty.
Ah,
You know.
that's
But that's the body shop.
that's carry it too.
Yeah, it gives a character. You get a little
Yep.
body shop dust.
Speeds the bag up a little bit.
Yeah.
I got my center legends in there. I just throw them outdoors.
Yeah.
Let them be.
What do you think about? Because you used to when you started getting good, you were throwing board bullies, right?
Board bullies was my bag to go to.
Mm-hmm.
I love the PA. Jeff Reynolds, he makes a great bag.
You ever met that guy?
No.
He's pretty good, right?
Yeah, he's real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been an ACL pro, and now he's he's an ACL pro, but he's a king of cornhole from the ACO.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I played him in Pennsylvania, PA, was my last pro year, and I got him. And
You did?
Yeah, I got him. I came back. It was like 17-10, and I came back and I beat him,
That's even better, dude.
even with his own bags. That was the bad part.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did he take a loss?
Just like any champion do. I mean, bad loss to me is like, I'll give you a good dap, but I really don't want to talk.
Right.
I want to go sit down and let me vent for 5-10 minutes.
Right.
If it's a great game, I'll come back up to you and talk to you,
Mm-hmm.
tell you great game. But right after the game, it's a tough loss. It's
So
tough.
that's another thing. When you're playing a serious game, especially this championship, you don't. If you're playing somebody who's a chit chatter, you know, kind of like I'm talking to you right now, but this is the place to talk.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're just like, "Hey, BG, so what?
No.
Have you been to Cancun?"
No.
You know?
I wouldn't let that happen.
Yeah.
Not put
they're just freaking talking.
fake headphones in.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
Or tell them to
Because there's
shut
people
up.
that do that
Yeah.
on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them has a little strategy to try to talk to you.
Yeah.
Chad tried it in Abilene.
Chad always fucking does that
Yeah.
shit, man.
That didn't work for him. I didn't say 2 words the whole game.
Really?
And
He's
me-
like, partner?
yeah, he was talking to Joe the whole time, trying to get Grant raveled up, and
Mm-hmm.
I was just throwing 10s and 12s. The game didn't last long. And he switched it up, wanted Grant to come down here. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Didn't matter. It was like 21-6 both games. Time to go.
Damn it.
He goes, "This is business, right?" I was like, that year it was business.
It really is.
I'm having a little off year this year.
He wants to win. That's the thing, dude. If you're playing in a freaking tournament, you want to win.
Oh yeah, last year I was coming to win because the cornhole is what I was doing.
Yeah.
I wasn't working. Took a year off, and then cornhole is what I was doing. So I was looking forward to 3 o'clock. I was going to the rec, practicing, throwing 2.5 hours.
What was your strategy during those 2.5 hours?
I would throw 20 bags at a time. So 5 sets of bags. So my numbers would add up quicker. So I'd throw 2.
Same type of bag?
No, 5 different sets.
Really?
Yeah, just throw whatever.
Wow.
And even if the hole got clogged, I'd just try to throw blockers. Place them wherever I wanted on the board.
That's a good point. If it's clogged, just put
I
blockers.
mean, you could go and sweep it out, but you got.
But that takes time. You got
to walk back down.
Mm-hmm.
So I throw about 200-300 bags, and then I would practice air mails or play Ghost 8.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of Ghost 8, but I give them 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd already start 10-0, and by the time I threw my
You'd
first,
be down 10-0.
yeah.
Okay.
So more intense to where you don't want to mess up.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're playing Ghost 8. Ghost 8's
That's decent.
it's decent.
Better than me.
Yeah.
Right now.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
And then you're not able to throw any blockers or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I give them 10 points to make it a tough game, and
Mm-hmm.
every first round it'd be 12 to 14 nothing.
Wow.
I mean, Ghost would beat me,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Of course.
if he beat me, I'd play him again, 2 out of 3. And then if I didn't do that, I'd practice my air mails to where I'd set up 4 bags right here, a bag length from the hole, and I'd throw 8 bags. So the bag would be sitting here, 4 bags.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd throw 8 bags and I'd make 50. Didn't matter how long it took me.
Until you get 50, that's when you stop.
Yeah.
The airmail practice.
Yeah, the airmail practice.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I did that, I'd throw 100 more bags
Mm-hmm.
just to get my arm back to throwing a normal
Mm-hmm.
bag.
So do you have like a cutter practice? Or do
No.
you only practice cutters when you have to do a cutter?
I don't cut it. I mean, I
Really?
do something a little different on my release, but I don't have all the.
So when you
throwing
step,
bags.
if you got a blocker, when you got a blocker and you step out to kind of go in the hole and push it to the side, that's not a cutter? What do you call that?
That's a normal bag to me.
Really?
Because I'm not really
To me, I kept calling it a cutter.
like Devin Harbaugh. I'm not making the bag come out here. So I'm basically trying to throw it flat. And
So basically, it's just a normal bag.
just
going-
normal bag.
It's a bully bag.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That
I
makes
mean,
sense.
I don't have the roll shot or anything like that. I didn't want to practice it the whole time it came out. Everybody was
Mhm.
practicing it, and half the people that say they're throwing a roll bag messed up their throw.
Right. That's what
One
Chase
mess
said.
up was
Chase said he fucked up his throw, and what he kept doing, he would just go back to his old throw until he got that back, and then go back at it again, trying to learn that other throw, and he'd fuck it up, and just learn his old throw again, and he just kept doing it until he got it. You know?
I'm just gonna
But he's also like,
stick to what I'm
he's
doing.
also 19 years old, 20 years old, so he's
Yeah.
got the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm just gonna stick to what I've been doing. Last
Mhm.
11 years, it's been working. So
Damn right it is.
try.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got you a little gift. Since I know you like to wear badass hats, and you're a Cowboys fan,
Oh, sweet.
yes.
Thank you.
This is a one of a kind. Made it myself.
Hell yeah.
It's a badass brand. It's a melon hat. It's kind of like leather.
Yeah.
And I got this Dallas Cowboy logo. I put it on there. So there you go.
Sweet. I
bro.
appreciate it.
Yeah. It's kind of like it's fancy. Which are like, I mean, you could wear that to
Oh,
you can wear it to a steakhouse as long as they don't give a fuck about hats.
Yeah.
But
I appreciate that.
it's funny, man. Sometimes you go to a steakhouse and they're like, "Sir, you can't. You got to take your hat off." You're like, "Damn, okay."
Why do I have to do that?
Yeah, and I put it down, and then all of a sudden you see like some Mavericks basketball player that walks in. He's got his hat, whatever, and he just sits right down. Nobody tells him shit. But you know, it's
He's
because
ordering $100 steak.
yeah, it's because he's a lion, man. He's a lion like you.
I appreciate it.
What bags are you gonna use on me?
I throw. I'm gonna stick with the Center Legends. I'm still trying to break those in. So
Yeah. Oh, the green ones.
no, the orange ones. They're not even out.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, so
Alright.
I'll throw those. Still trying to break them in.
Oh, hey, before we play, what is your opinion on the whole bag craze? Like, cause I know you were there from the beginning. How much were bags back then? They were cheap, right? They're like,
We didn't have to buy them.
you didn't have to buy them.
No,
Wow.
we didn't buy bags. Chad and Jason TCL had all the bags. Every time you came to throw, you didn't even.
So like, what season did you have to start buying bags? Is it when ACL came out?
ACL came out. I mean, take that back. When I first went to Vegas, we played an ACL tournament. I bought some, cheetah bags. I had cheetah bags and
I've seen those.
yeah, something else I had. All slides maybe. But yeah, not until ACL and TCL merged for that one season, broke off, and then ever since then. So I'd say 2016, 17.
Wow.
So just recent, we've had different bag manufacturers.
Wow.
And now,
And even then, they weren't that expensive. They were like $50, $40.
Yeah. yeah, they were 40, 60 bucks at most with
I
shipping.
guarantee you right now, if somebody wanted to, if you're like, okay, you know what? I'm going to sell these bags for charity, whatever, those Yetis. I bet you could get maybe $800 for those if you like raffled them off.
Yeah.
But if you just sold them cash, I bet you could probably get $500 for them.
I mean,
You know, that's crazy. It's a freaking bag.
yeah.
It's just
Just
a
to
bag.
be able to sell a bag.
Yeah. It's
Some
crazy.
people just buy them to sell them.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
I got a bag collection just like you do.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, at Ryder Cup, I had 3 or 4 sets of bags, and I took pictures of them. And I went by to different kids that were playing, showed them pictures, and be like, hey, which bag would you like? Would you throw these, or do you want them?
Yeah.
And they said, yeah, I'll take the bullies. So I went to my car, grabbed the bullies,
It's fucking badass.
and then went and dropped them off to them. It was good. It was a good feeling just
Dude.
to do that.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a good feeling.
And then
You know?
half of them don't even know who I was. And then I get a message from their parents. Hey, you gave my kids some bags. I was like, yes.
That's even better than like winning like first place, man, because you actually affected that person's life for life.
Yeah.
You know? It's like there was a tournament at Ranch House over there in Saxe or in Wiley. I don't know. It's like a bar.
Mm-hmm.
Dario was running it. Great venue, and we were playing, and I noticed K Money. I already knew who K Money was, and he just kept like watching my games. I was like, oh, he must think I'm a badass or something, you know? Okay. So I kept trying to throw as best as I could. I was like, fuck, you know. And then all of a sudden, his mom would be like, hey, those blue bottom Miami Yetis, are they yours? And I was like, oh, no, those are Randy's, my partner. And she was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you can see if he wants to sell them. And while she's talking to me, K Money's like looking up, like, you know, wanting the bags. And then I was like, damn, that sucks, you know. I bet you Randy's not gonna want to sell them.
Yeah.
Because Randy just got them,
Oh, yeah.
and he's been looking for them. And then he was like, no, I can't sell them, you know. Whatever. And I was like, you know what? I got a new set that I got put away in the collection, and I had another new set inside that room. And I was like, you know what? I'll sell them to you for $80. You know, they're brand freaking used. Randy's are like used.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, really? You got them with you right now? I was like, no, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to win this tournament. I can just run to Garland real quick and go get it. And she was like, okay, yeah. And so I did it. Went over here, met him up, and man, he was so freaking happy. Oh my God. Yeah. And then especially, I know he's going to be, you know, really good with them and like kick ass with them. So he's going to do better than I'm going to do.
Put her on the podium.
Yeah.
Don't be one up on the podium.
Or you can start a bag collection. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's an expensive hobby there.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even want to think how much I got into this stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah. But I used to have a bunch of BG stuff. And I don't know. I started dedicating myself more to TCL. I just think it's more exclusive. And BG, they got beautiful products, but it's just, they've become more corporate to me, more just, they're turning them too fast.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like, well, not like John, but John is pumping out a bunch of sexy bags. But I'm at least right now at this point that he's at, I can keep up with him. But I'm barely keeping up with him. If he goes any faster, I'm fucked. I can't do it. Like, these are beautiful. These, you got to show me these. So these are yours, right?
Yes.
Look at that. That is beautiful. Wow. like a Sprite or something like that. And then, yeah, these are gorgeous too. Look at that. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Yes. I don't even know why I asked you that. Mm-hmm. That's the recording. Alright, I think I'm gonna use these guys. No, fuck it, I'm gonna use these. These are sexier.
I like to feel this.
I like using those a lot, but I mean, I haven't used these yet. Alright, so down and back? Sure. We'll go ahead and spin it. Alright. These are brand new bags?
They're not brand new. We're just trying to break them in by not doing anything to them.
I love that orange and blue.
Yeah. They came out with some good bags.
The B to the G. Damn you. See, that'd be a good flop opportunity right there.
Yes. That's the only way I'm gonna fly.
Yeah.
And it's gonna not look good.
Just go right into it.
Yeah.
Alright. So it's the Sexy Legends Edition Lust against the Sexy Chubby Teal Yeti with the red stripe. So here we go. Getting closer. There it is. 927.
Yep.
That's not the way you want to start with somebody like this guy. Oh! Did I score? 8-6?
8-6.
All right. Hey, so where do you prefer to play, offboard or onboard?
That's a hard question. I like them both.
Oh, you like them both?
Yeah.
Pretty
I'd say
good.
offboard. A lot of people like to play onboard.
Yeah,
When you're really stuck on
Be
the
lined up.
board.
Yeah. Six, 9. 10-2.
I think a lot of cutters
17-2. Say like, is that bag collectible on that left side? Would it take 2 bags or with 1 bag? It's probably like a 2-bag collect.
You can push it up a little bit more with 1 bag, but if you had to, you could collect it with 1.
Yeah. All sticky side down?
I'd go slick side on the first one, just to try.
Yeah.
But you're trying to hit right where that Yeti is on the bag.
Gotcha.
Right in the middle of it.
Oh, you just pushed it even further.
I didn't even try to do that.
No, but you did. See, you don't even think about it. You already, it's muscle memory for you.
Yep.
You already know what you gotta do. Alright. Did you get another 12?
I believe so.
Okay. So that was 21-2. Now we're switching bags.
I like those.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, most people don't like white carpet because they're like, oh, it gets dirty.
I love white
I
carpet.
love white carpet.
Best one I believe.
It's just natural.
They don't have to dye it.
Oh, 5 to. Do I have 5 or do I got? Yeah, I got 5.
Yeah.
So 7?
Yep. Oh wait. 4. 9 to 5.
Oh.
I had one up.
Go blocker.
It's your side.
Damn it.
And 2 action.
Dude, if you can hit an and 2, that'd be badass. Oh, wow. Let's see.
Good finish.
Oh. 9 to 6. Good 3. What's up, Bubba?
Hey man, got anything?
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. Ask Cal. How about
Cal?
you? Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
That boy. Stay right there. you know who? I got one right.
Yes.
I noticed that Chase Lester. I can hear the same shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he throws hard.
Just here.
Oh, damn. Oh,
Oh,
7-6.
one. Oh, barely. Good God. Did you get a 12 again?
No, 9-7.
9-7. 10 to 1.
Oh.
Oh, damn. The little times you make a mistake, I just do not get shit with.
6 to 7.
What? Sport? 15-1. game. All right, now we're gonna do first to 11 air mills.
All right.
First to 11 air mills, right here.
Gonna switch bags.
I'm gonna use these.
All right.
I'm gonna use.
These ain't no airboat bags. Just yet.
All right, you can use those.
Just start with
All right, and there is cancellation.
All right.
Okay. You go first, champ. One.
One.
So you gotta have like a floppier back.
Not floppier, it's just more broken in.
Yeah. Instead of throwing like a piece of toast in there.
Yeah.
You got something to hit the hole to make it fold in.
Oh.
Woo! 3-0. Perfect. You got one.
What is it? 2-1?
Woo! Yeah, 2-1. Quattro Acero.
Oh, come on.
Woo!
Damn.
That's crazy. When I throw a 3 and you throw a 3. Oh. Dang, that should be. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Yeah. points up.
On the board. No one lets me play on it.
Damn. 7-1. Two more. He needs two more to win. And this is his side. Deuce. 9-2. Got one. He needs one more.
Also, fell too. That's crazy. Oh, man. Oh, damn.
Woo! One more round to live. Nice. Damn! That's the way to win it, dude. That's the way to win it. Dude, that's the way to win it, man.
Appreciate it.
That was fucking badass.
Took about 40 throws.
And it was on the other side, too. Yes.
Fight